Good morning, good afternoon. Welcome. I would like to introduce you to Visytour. But first, let me ask you a question. Have you ever spent hours planning a trip and became overwhelmed? I know for me, I have. Well, today we'll give you a solution that will provide you seamless planning and an unforgettable journey on your future vacation. My name is Ronald Rogers. I am the product manager for Team Visytour. I'm excited to introduce you to our team who has worked very hard to produce this product for you. Today, Today we will go over 6 main points to show you why Visytour should be your first option when planning a trip. In 2023, 77% of travelers encountered issues when vacationing. 71% of those encountering issues had done so before their first sip of a mojito. 53% of those encountering issues paid more for the trips that year. We asked the question why. Why is the numbers are so large? So we conducted surveys, interviews of travelers, and found out the core issue came down to planning. Majority of travelers stated that their dislike for the planning phase following the budgeting, booking, itinerary management, dealing with reviews and support. So to combat the problem, we focused our resources on 3 main features. First one was personalized recommendations, budget-friendly suggestions, and also customizable itinerary planning. With that, we gathered all of our information and were able to create 2 unique personas. The first one is Michael. He's the relaxed planner. His quote is, "I like structure, I just don't like planning for it." And then we also have Kiana, which is the budget conscious traveler. Her quote is, "I'm not bougie, I just have bougie taste." So we looked at the habits, frustration, and goals, and we looked at these individuals, and we wanted to make sure that we created something that answered and solved their problems. So let's go take a look real quick at our demo.
Everyone, my name is Maddie. I'm a UX designer on the team, and welcome to Visytour. Who doesn't love to travel? Having a drink on the beach, exploring the world. But you know one thing we all don't like? Planning. And this is where Visytour steps in. Your gateway to effortless traveling with personalized itineraries and customized suggestions wherever you go. Kiana wants to create an itinerary. She could go to Vancouver or Victoria, but she decides to let Visytour help her choose. She loves an adventure and a girls' trip. She's going away maybe mid-May. She loves pizza and steak, a winery, and karaoke, museums. She's an early bird and likes to balance things out like many of us. Now, this is where the magic happens. She can choose between Cancun, Mexico, Vancouver, all customized suggestions for her. She decides to click Cancun because who doesn't love sipping a drink on the beach? Of course, she has an array of suggestions, from hotels to restaurants to karaoke. And on the right-hand side here, you can see her flight, her bus transfer, and when she checks out of the hotel. But Kiana's on the run, and she's got to go. So let's look at Visytour from the mobile view. Kiana clicks continue. She continued to create her itinerary. And what amazing feature she has here is the chatbot helping her every step of the way. Again, she enjoys relaxing. She's an early bird. She likes to balance things out. Pizza, steak, a winery. And show me my itinerary. She gets customized suggestions right at the touch of her fingertips. She has a budget breakdown from flight, hotel, to food and fun. She can like her favorite destinations. And she can customize the vibe that she likes most, from city to ocean to the forest. But she decides, maybe instead of Cancun, let's check out Cabo. Of course, she has an array of options, including flight, hotel, and transport. But she decides to go with the Crystal Grand, which includes all 3 things she's looking for, and it is budget friendly. Of course, Visytour recommends the best room that it believes she would like. And what is this? A secret deal? So the Visytour has Easter eggs kind of throughout the app that allows users to claim deals. She decides to book this room. She confirms with a credit card. And let's check out her e-ticket. This allows her to seamlessly check in and makes it so easy for her wherever she goes. She has everything at the touch of her fingertips. And what is this? She just earned 500 points. Let's go check out some other deals. Visytours allows users to take part in challenges, rewards, and referrals to turn into travel experiences. She decides to refer a friend because maybe she wants to bring a friend with her. She clicks invite. She has an array of options in terms of how to share this referral, and she clicks home. Thank you for enjoying Visytour with us, and let's travel the world together.
Okay, now thanks, Madison, for that. We're going to briefly look at our competitive analysis. We have TripAdvisor, Expedia, and Booking.com, who are the leaders in their industry. And for us to make sure that we get a leg into the industry and make sure we can disrupt, we want to focus core on the core areas that we stated earlier, which was the personalized recommendations, itinerary planning, and the budget consideration. We're going to look slightly at our financial projections. The average user spend would be about $2,100, with our commission rate being 6%. Therefore, per user spend would be about 120 per user would be $126. We would have a conservative user numbers of users in the first year, conservative of 10,000 users. So by the fifth year, grow to 1.3 million. By the second year, we'll have our break-even point and also our payback period during that time period. Looking at also our roadmap from quarter 2 of 2024 to quarter 1 of 2025, we have a lot in store and planned for our platform, for our features, and to make sure we take care of certain milestones that we have in place. We want to thank you all for listening to our presentation, and just next time you plan on traveling, use Visytour. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Visytour. For someone who travels like I do, is definitely a platform that I would most likely use if it went to market, as I kind of bounce between booking.com and Expedia quite often. So thank you so much for sharing that. Round of applause to Visytour. And for those who are on the call, please share your feedback in the chat. I am going to take it to the judges for feedback. So we're going to have for team 8, we're going to have Palumi and El Sawi provide their feedback.
Great job, team. I think really clean presentation. I like the user experience. I think you guys were very thorough in analyzing your user personas and really diving deep to show us what that user journey would be for those personas. So personally, I appreciate that. Made it a lot easier to connect to the product itself. A question for you. How do you, because I think this space is a tricky one. There's a lot of opportunity, but big players that are racking in literally billions, right? How do you really intend to get awareness about your product to be able to land your nearly over $200 million projection in the next 5 years?
Well, currently right now, we are looking at, of course, social media is going to be a big factor. Of course, that's a way that we can directly get to the consumer. Other than that, we also entail partnerships. We currently plan on going towards the direction of partnerships heavily in order to get some also possible exclusive deals, enable us to get into the market.
Right. Sorry, let me just double click on social media there. Still around the same question. How? Like, what do you mean? Are you influencers or how? Like,
yes.
Yes.
Sorry, Ron, can I answer that? Yes, we're going to be using lots of social media influencers because as we know today, they play a big role in marketing products. I mean, if you go on TikTok, there are so many people that buy things and they tell you, oh, I saw this on TikTok, I saw this on Instagram. So we're going to be using that heavily. We'll also be using search engine optimization in addition to partnerships. Thank you.
Good, cool. Thank you very much. Great job.
Thank you. Okay, on to our next judge, Asawi.
So my question is, based on your research, is how often do people travel alone versus with someone else?
So with our research, we noticed that we focus on domestic travel, and we focus on North America. And during our surveys, we noticed that the average traveler would be like a weekend traveler or a day traveler. It doesn't usually take up to sometimes two people or multiple individuals. Those could just be, let's just say on this weekend, you just want to go somewhere and it's 200 miles away and it's by yourself. There's a lot of solo travelers that we've noticed through our surveys and through our questionnaires. But then there are a lot of group, and we do actually have looked into that and feel like that is something that we would like to tackle sometimes near in the future. But as of right now, the individual traveler is something that we focused on because that's something that was very important in the information that we received.
Can I just confirm to the team, is the product meant to support individual travelers only, or is meant to also allow a person to book a trip for like a family? This individual or multiple travelers on the trip?
Ours focused on individual for this time being. We felt like that was the easiest way to get into the market, and then later on we will expand and be able to do group travel.
All right.
Do you guys have any stats? Like what's the split between solo and group? Is it a 60-40? Any idea on like how big? Because I think the experience, like you said, is very much focused on solo travelers.
Yes.
I would imagine, I haven't looked at the data, which we need to validate, but I would imagine a lot of them come from business travel rather than leisure or like just going on vacations, which is more what you're tackling rather than that. So I think having the numbers around it might affect some of your projections and how you think about your experience moving forward.
Yes.